it's Mary, and I hope that you are all doing well. Welcome to our second October book review video. And today we're here to talk about the book, The Court of Miracles by Kester Grant. So this is a book that I waited a long time for. In fact, I was so excited when it came in that I went out and bought my own copy so that I wouldn't interfere with anybody else who wanted to check it out. So here's the story. France of 1829 is ruled over by corrupt and fearful royals. Regaining power, the royal court plots and works against their citizenry. The court of Louis XVII glitters and dines while the rest of Paris starves. In response, the poor and wretched ones are required to make difficult choices to feed their families and stay alive. The Court of Miracles is based on Victor Hugo's classic Les Miserables. And Les Miserables translates in English to the wretched ones. In response to the negative activity of the royals, the poor and wretched ones are required to make difficult choices to feed their families and stay alive. The criminal elements have themselves formed a court, the Court of Miracles. It is divided into 9 guilds based upon the activity of that guild. Each guild has a lord and a designated master. Nina and her older sister Azelma live with their father Thénardier. He is the master of beasts in the Guild of Thieves. Lacking all morals and in need of money, Thénardier sells Azelma, his older daughter, to the Tiger. The Tiger is the lord of the Guild of Flesh. Distraught, heartbroken, and worried for her sister's safety, Nina vows to rescue Azelma, first by kidnapping, then by distracting the Tiger with a replacement. Regret causes her to alter the later plan and protect her foster sister, Eddie. To accomplish her goals, Nina becomes a daughter of the Guild of Thieves, breaks into the Palais Tuileries and Le Grand Châtelet prison. She befriends student revolutionaries. She befriends members of the Guild of the Court of Miracles and members of the royal family, including the Dauphin, the heir to the throne. If you've read Victor Hugo's amazing classic Les Miserables, or have seen a stage or screen adaptation of it, you'll be familiar with a lot of the characters, including Jean Valjean, Grantaire, Cosette, and Eponine Thénardier, who in this retelling is Nina. While this retelling focuses more on Nina's story, through her interactions with the royal court and the Dauphin, we become aware of the reasons why the Court of Miracles exists, and why some of the wretched ones have little choice other than to join a guild. Here are some similar titles from our extended collection. So if you're interested in history at all, interested in French history specifically, I definitely encourage you to read the original Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. It is a huge undertaking to read it. He spends a good part of time talking about the politics of the French Revolution. And he does that all together. So I'm not one to encourage people to skip parts of books, but you could just skim ahead and see where that political part ends if you're not into that, and then get on to the rest of the story. Les Miserables, honestly, is one of my favorite books ever. So another title from our extended collection, Burned by Patrick Ness. And this is another of our newer titles. And the story goes like this. Sarah and her father are outcasts, and they need someone to work on their farm, and so they are forced to hire a dragon. The dragon, whose name is Casimir, is intent on keeping Sarah safe. He knows something she does not. And what he knows is that there's a prophecy involving a deadly assassin, a cult of dragon worshippers, 2 FBI agents, and Sarah herself. House of Dragons by Jessica Cluess. So the emperor has died, and the 5 houses of Etruria must attend a calling where one of their own will be selected to fight for the throne. Usually the oldest from each of the houses, the golden child, competes. This year is different. This year 5 outcasts will be pitted against one another. And the outcasts are the liar, the soldier, the servant, the thief, and the murderer. Next is Shielded by Kaylin Flanders. The kingdom of Helendi is in trouble. Princess Genesera knows her battlefield skills could help, but her father has other plans to bring peace to the land. He promises her in marriage to a neighboring prince. On the journey to her new home, the caravan is attacked, and Jenna realizes the threat to her homeland is worse than anyone ever imagined. So, what is my next book, you might ask? My next book is They Went Left by Monica Hess. And as you can see, I've just started it. It's a historical novel dealing with the aftermath of World War II. And it's going to take us through Poland and Germany with Sophia as she searches for her brother, who she has not seen since they were separated in a concentration camp. I hope that you are enjoying whatever you choose to read. This will take me about a week, so I will be back in about a week with my next book review. Thanks so much.